Hi everyone, my name is Hannah and welcome to a mug of magic. So today I'm drinking English breakfast tea out of this gorgeous reindeer mug. This is actually my mum's and I've pinched it, but it's pretty, so there we go. So first of all, I would like to apologise for the awful lighting in this video. I started filming when it was still really bright outside, but obviously in winter, the light goes dark really quickly and I wanted to get this video out today. This is my cat, by the way, whose tail you can see down here. But anyway, today I am starting my 12 days of Christmas crafts. Now, the 12 days of Christmas technically come after Christmas, but I thought there was no point in posting these videos after Christmas because why would you then make them? So yeah, I'm starting today. A lot of these crafts can be made in under an hour and a lot of them can be made from things around your house. If there are some special things that you need for this, I'll try and put them earlier on in the 12 days of Craftmas? Can I call it Craftmas? I feel like, no, I can't, but I'm gonna call it Craftmas. I will post them earlier on in this sort of mini series, so you have a chance to go and get those materials. So today we're starting with a nice, easy, simple craft, bookmarks. Normally in my backgrounds I will be sat in front of my bookshelf, so you can see that I'm an avid reader, and I really love bookmarks. Obviously Harry Potter, which is one of the fandoms that this channel is based on, we love reading because Harry Potter is a book series. So I thought bookmarks would be a really good place to start. I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 different bookmarks today. The first is this chevron bookmark, which almost looks like a tie. The second is this corner bookmark. And the third and final is this bookmark, which is made out of card and I think it is super chic. Someone's just driving past with really bright headlights. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and go and make some bookmarks.
Okay, so you need to start with the 2 colours of your house. So I have picked red and yellow because I am doing Gryffindor. Cut these into centimetre long strips. I used my slicey dicey machine, and you need 2 colours for each of the colours that you have. So you need 4 strips overall. You then need to stick your 2 colours together. So stick 2 of the strips that are the same colour. So I've started with red because that is the main colour for Gryffindor. Then underneath you need to add the other 2 colours in like a V shape. So that's going to make your first chevron. Now we're going to start folding. This is basically like plaiting, okay? So you take the first one either from the outer right or the outer left. You're going to bend it so it's got a straight line down and fold it over the other colour that is underneath it. Once you start doing it yourself and watching this video, it's going to make more sense. You then need to take the outer colour from the other side and fold it over. So here you can see that I'm folding over the second red colour. Then you need to go underneath and start working through your colours. So now I'm going to start picking up the yellow on the left and folding it over. You just continue on this way throughout the whole of the bookmark. Once you reach the end, you need to take your glue stick and glue down the 2 flaps so they don't come up. Then you can just cut off the excess and your bookmark is mostly done, but don't stop quite yet because we're going to add something else to make it really Hogwartsy. So the final thing we're going to add, and I'm sorry for the video quality here, like I said earlier, I was filming as it was getting darker outside, is a little crest. So I chose this crest from the Pottermore website. I actually really like the new Pottermore ones. So all you need to do is cut it out and glue it on where you want. I wanted it at the top of my bookmark, so I simply glued it on to the top chevrons. And that's it. That is your first bookmark done. It is so easy, but it is so effective. Like I said, I think it looks like a tie and it's so cool. I also really wanted to make a Hufflepuff bookmark, but I didn't have any black card. So what you can do is just slice some plain card and then colour it in with a black felt tip. I'll admit this didn't look as good as it could have done, but I think it's still pretty effective for what I wanted. Now we're going to move on to our second bookmark, which is the Cornerbook Mug. So draw a 12 by 12 centimetre square, or you can make it bigger if you want. I started out by doing 8 by 8 centimetres and it was just simply too small. Cut this out and we'll get started. Okay, so these instructions might look complicated, but it's not really. You need to fold over your piece of paper or card diagonally. Now you need to make sure your lines are really crisp, otherwise this isn't going to look as good as it could look. I used card, but next time I would probably use paper just to make it a little bit more flexible and easy to work with. Now you need to take the right or left corner and fold it up to the top corner, just like I'm doing here. You then need to do the same to the other side, and it's going to create a square shape. Now unfold this and then take the top flap and fold it down, just the top one, not the one underneath. You need to fold this to the fold line that you've already made. Once you've done this, fold your flap back up. Now because I'm using card, I decided to fold it back on itself. So you just fold it halfway down. If you're using paper or something that's thinner, you probably won't need to do this step. It's honestly just to make the card work easier. Then all you're going to do is tuck the card into the flap. Now you need to do this for both of them, both of the flaps that are sticking out, I mean. Once you've tucked in both your flaps, that's it, your bookmark is made. Now we're gonna add some little Gryffindor crests, just like we did for the chevron bookmark. Cut this out and stick this on. You could stick this on the front or the back. I chose the front because I just think it makes it look really, really cool. And that's probably where you're going to be tucking it over the book page. So you want your house pride showing out. So just glue it on with a glue stick and that is your bookmark done. And now it's time for our final bookmark. So for this one, you are going to need a piece of thick card. So I'm using a Harry Potter box for a dressing gown that I bought my partner actually. But you could use anything, so like cardboard, thinner cardboard. I tried to use thicker and it didn't really work, or chipboard. So just cut out a sort of generic bookmark shape. Mine ended up being about 10 centimeters by about 4 centimeters. Now put your bookmark over a piece of paper and don't make the mistake I did. Draw this out with pencil so you can rub it out in the end. So just draw out your bookmark and then this is the place that you are going to decorate. You can see my typewriter in the background and I'm going to typewrite on a little message. So the typewriter made my camera shake a bit, so I'm actually just going to speed through this so you're not watching too much shaky footage. Now you don't have to use a typewriter, you can use any decoration you want. I also realised after doing this that they actually said Happy Christmas and not Merry Christmas, because that tends to be what we say in England, but there we go. I also added on a stag stamp because obviously we're talking about Harry Potter here. Okay, so now comes the bit where we need to glue our bookmark onto the paper. I'm sorry if you can hear some weird noises, by the way. My cat is sat with me as I'm recording this voiceover. So use a Pritt stick. You can also use PVA and glue the card onto the paper that you have just decorated. It's pretty simple. Once you've done that, you need to take a pair of scissors and just chop off the ends. So leave about 1 centimetre to 2 centimetres around all of the edges and chop off the ends, leaving probably about 3 to 4 millimetres between the corner of the bookmark and the edge of the paper. You'll see why we're going to leave those in a minute. You then need to put glue on the flaps. Pull it tightly, not so tightly that the paper rips, but tightly enough that there's no bubbles in it, and smooth it down. Then you need to turn it round and do the opposite end. Don't do the one that's to the right or left of the flap that you've just done. You'll see why in a minute. Now you can see what I'm doing on this video. You need to push down the little corners. This means that you're going to have really crisp edges, and it's not going to stick out like, you know, when you're wrapping a present and it just sort of sticks out the edge and it looks really awful. Yeah, we don't want that here. So you need to push down the corners that you've just made. Put some glue on the end and fold those over just like you've done for the other two flaps. Now this is your bookmark mostly made. We're just going to finish it off and make it look really neat. So if you turn it over, you have this annoying strip down the back. All you need to do is take a piece of scrap paper from something that you've already cut off and make sure it fits, so it's leaving maybe a 4mm border all the way around the edge. Trim it down to size and then simply glue it on, and this is going to just cover up the back and make it look really neat. Remember when I said earlier, make sure you use pencil when you're tracing it out? This is why. I used purple pen and now it looks terrible. So I'm going to use some washi tape to make a border. I made I think about a 3 or 4mm border round, and I was going to decorate it in gold. I tried to use a stamp that you can see on the camera right now, and it didn't really come out at all. It didn't come up the purple, which I wanted it to. So I found my gold Sharpie and I simply just coloured it in. I made sure to colour in the sides so it looked really cohesive, and it actually came out really well. And here is the end product. I think this is so cool. Okay, so it could have been a little bit neater. I'm not the neatest person in the world, but it looks fab. IMHO. So these are the 3 bookmarks that I have shown you how to make today. Which one is your favourite? To be honest, I think I like the Merry Christmas Harry, Merry Christmas Ron bookmark, although I really do like the Gryffindor chevron one. I also made one in Christmassy paper, which I have since gifted to my mum and she really likes it. And like I made in the video, I also made this Hufflepuff one where I coloured it in black ink.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what is your favourite bookmark from today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications because I'm posting lots more videos, and I will see you tomorrow.